What up YouTube? It's your boy SidhuTheBarber. Welcome to my channel. This is my first real video, so I thought it'd be a good idea to shoot a little Q&A. You guys can get to know who I am. And yeah. Before we jump into it, I want to give a quick shout out to Cams YYC for shooting and editing this video. Real nice people over there, check them out. Their socials are on the screen somewhere and in the description. So yeah, check them out. And also big shout out to Tilno Printing for letting us use their headquarters. I thought it'd be kind of fun in these type of videos where it's not like anything too much related to barbering and I'm just talking to the mic, that we go to like different local businesses and just be fun, switch up the scenery. Yeah, so I put a poll up on my Instagram story asking you guys to ask me questions for the Q&A. A lot of you guys gave me good questions, thanks. If I don't get to your question, my bad. And yeah, so let's jump into it. First question, can you speak Punjabi with like a winky face? Yes, I can speak Punjabi, bro. Lols. So these questions, I'm gonna bunch them together because it's pretty much the same thing. When you start cutting hair, how long have you been cutting hair? I started cutting hair like seriously on people and not just my buddies the first week of June 2020. It's now April 12th 2021, so pretty much 10 months. In 2 months it'll be a complete trip around the globe. So yeah, I've been cutting hair for about 10 months roughly. And then the next question is also like two people ask the same question. Why are you such a G? Why are you such a G? I don't know, man. I was born with it. Me and Thug Pun got that in common. My favorite movie is Spider-Man 3. I've been a big Spider-Man fan since I was a young boy. So yeah, nowadays I think they're kind of messing up the Spider-Man movies. But if they can get anywhere close to how great the Spider-Man 3 movie was, then they'll definitely get me back as a watcher. Okay, on to the next question. Who's winning the chip? I'm assuming you're talking about the NBA because that's pretty much the only sport I'm watching right now. Obviously, the Brooklyn Nets are going to win it. The star power that they have James Harden, who can single-handedly carry a team. And Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are just bonuses. So yeah, Nets in 4. Alright guys, I'm going to jump into the more barber-related questions because I'm a barber, I cut hair. But yeah, personal questions are cool too, so don't shy away from asking them at all. Where do I learn to be a crazy barber like you, and how'd you learn how to fade? I don't think I'm a crazy barber. I don't even think I'm like a sick barber. I'm just learning every day, trying to be the best I can be, competing with the barber I was yesterday or last week or last month. Yeah. And how'd I learn how to fade? Just hella YouTube videos, man. Staying up till 3-4 in the morning watching different YouTubers. Definitely E Jones TV initially when I was trying to learn. Obviously Chris Bossio, 360 Jeezy, bunch of YouTubers. But yeah, just watching YouTube videos, getting my reps in, and just keeping at it, man, you know? Next one's my boy Mace. I'm not shooting a Q&A or anything, just rep it, man. Okay. This next one's from my boy Mace the Barber. Shout out Montreal. Before I even say his question or answer it, I want to give a quick shout out to Mace. Mace is such a down-to-earth, humble, nice guy. Before I even started my YouTube channel, well, I linked up with Cams now, so like half the questions I was asking him are kind of irrelevant now. But he was like giving me all the answers to all the questions I had. He wasn't annoyed or pissed off, which is cool, man, because a lot of people don't want to talk to you when you're kind of a nobody. I mean, I'm still a nobody, but you know what I mean? So yeah, shout out Mace. Alright, his question is, how'd you start cutting hair? That's a pretty long story, so I'm gonna try to keep it kind of short. And if you guys want like the whole answer or the whole story time, I'll do it, because I'll even get the person that I'm gonna involve in the story in on it too, because it'll be even funnier. And I've been into like watching. These guys, man. What are you doing? You see this shit?
Hear the shit.
Yeah, man. You can come record here. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm just fucking with you. Anyways, his question is, how'd you start cutting hair? That's a pretty good question, Mace. Pretty much, I started wanting to cut hair, kind of dove into it about a year ago, like March, April. And this is the time that barbershop shut down. At this point, my buddy, he had gone to India in 2019, December 2019. And I remember when he was there, this is a guy that gets his haircut like every week and a half. 2 weeks is pushing it. He got this really one fucked up haircut from a barber in the Pend. It's kind of his fault in my opinion, because in India there are definitely good barbers in Punjab, but they mostly focus on like scissor cuts and like traditional haircuts. I think this guy asked this guy for like a buzz cut, high skin fade, line it up, some shit like that. and he came home with like a half fucked up haircut. He hit me with a quick WhatsApp call, and one side was actually looking decent, so I was like, yo, that's sick. I didn't know they could do that out there. And then he shows me the other side, and it's like one of the worst. Like, I've done some shitty cuts in my life, you know what I mean? But that was like really, really bad. And so when he got back here and he realized barbershops are gonna shut down, he's like, I know you've been watching the videos, YouTube, Instagram. So he's like, can you cut my hair? I warned him a few times. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna really mess up your hair. He's like, no, it's okay. You can't mess me up harder than that guy. I came pretty close. If I have any pictures, I'll put them up on the screen. If not, take my word for it. So yeah, I like started practicing on him every week in his alley, or my backyard, or my washroom, or his washroom, or the school. Anywhere where there was decent lighting, I just started cutting his hair because I do have cordless clippers. So yeah, and then after a while, eventually I became half decent at it. And then around June 2020, 10 months ago, I started taking it a little bit more seriously. Started like putting myself on Instagram, advertising a bit more, letting people know I cut hair. Holla at me. So yeah, that's how I started cutting hair. Next one's from my boy Freddy. He's like, hey Maji, when you planning on blessing people at Elegant Studio, LOL, and then the upside down face. I think you guys know the emoji. Freddy, man, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I'm just waiting on you. So holla, bro. What are you doing, man? Tell your fucking plumber to get it together, bro. On to the next one. Top tools in your arsenal. That's also a good question, because there's hella tools, hella barbers. I like to use the Magic Clip for fading. Magic Clip for seniors. Just right now I've been rocking out with the Magic Clips. Hella lightweight. Anyone that wants to learn how to fade, or a beginner, I would highly suggest the Magic Clips. Cordless ones, just because cordless is the way to go. If you can afford it, definitely go cordless. And for my hitters, for my trimmers, I got the Babyliss Pro FX Gold trimmers, skeletonized. They're dope, man. I got them a little bit zero gap too. Keep the lines sharp. My Magic Clips are also zero gap, so I can take out the initial bald line. But yeah, so Magic Clips and the Babyliss Gold trimmer. You can go for any color. I just got the gold one. My boy HC Cuts asks, how much did it cost to set up your barber station? That's a really good question, bro, because in the beginning, I just had the Magic Clips and some bullshit and this trimmer that I thought would be nice. Wasted like 40-50 bucks on it. But now, bro, my barber set was probably closer to $1,000 with the whole room. I got the studio tour coming soon, man. Cam's really hooked it up with that one too. But yeah, studio tour coming soon. But yeah, close to $1,000. Best advice on starting a business. I got a few pointers for you. Pretty much you want to look into whatever you're trying to do, whether that be a mechanic shop or a barber shop, whatever you want to do. Look into it. Don't look into it to the point where you think you need to know everything, because a lot of the stuff you will learn on the fly. Never feel discouraged and trust the process. Everything happens for a reason. So if you're struggling, you got to get through the struggle to see the better times. And people are probably going to talk shit, but let them. Who cares? Consider it like this. If people are talking about you on their time when you're not there, you should feel like MVP, man. Dick riders. Second last question. What keeps me motivated? A lot of stuff keeps me motivated, but to be honest, at this point in my life, I don't really feel motivated anymore. I'm more so inspired, because motivation is kind of temporary. I'm just inspired just by where I am in life, the people that I choose to surround myself with, the ambitions that they have, the ambitions that I have, the life I want to live, and knowing that I got to do whatever I'm doing right now to get there. What's your definition of success? I saved this question for last because it's my personal favorite question, and it's just such a good question in itself because it's so subjective. My definition of success is different than yours than the guy next to you, so on and so forth, whatever it may be. But I definitely have different levels of success that I want to achieve, like physical, mental, financial, emotional, so on and so forth. Definitely for me, I'll know I'm on the right track once I buy my mom a car, a house, like send her to places in the world that she's never been, travel with her, and most importantly, when I can put the people that I care about the most in my life in a position to win, or in a position where they're ready to start winning. Anyways, YouTube, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for asking your questions on my Instagram. If I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. Maybe we can shoot a part 2. We can run that if you guys want. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully you know me a little bit better than you did before watching this video. Follow my socials, Cams, Until No Printing. They should be on the screen and definitely in the description box. So yeah, barber studio tour coming probably this upcoming week, Friday, whatever. Figure it out. Stay tuned. Notification bell, turn it on, subscribe, like, comment. Peace.